Thanks to Lyle messing around for 3 hours and way to be on top of it, Lyle. But welcome to the Random Kristian Show. It is your future doctor to be and nursemaid just been taking care of down and out right now, but everything's good. She's knocked out on sleep pills or something, I'm sure. Yeah, sounds pretty caring, doesn't it? No, I my wife, so that's where I've been and taking care of is very loving and caring and said, go do your worry about it. Send somebody to check on me. Okay, Matt. And hello, Matt. How are you, sir?
I'm good, but I was watching on YouTube Live, and you are, as my notes you said, frozen. And you're frozen now, unless that's your normal look.
It could be my normal. You know what? Ryan's got the strongest signal out of us all.
And I'm a white shirt on a white background with a white face, about as bad as it gets.
And we're gonna bring.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm literally in a basement.
Or just. And you have the strongest signal out of all of us.
Here, there. We'll color in the picture.
I don't know.
I keep telling you, Chris. Yeah. You live in a house that's wired. You need to take a landline from your modem, plug it into your wall socket thing, and then down near your studio, where I know you've said that you have this little local area network plug thing. You need to then plug another wire into that one and plug it into your computer. The Wi-Fi is lame.
Yeah, well, extension for the Wi-Fi, and it's real. I know.
I'm telling you, the best way to do it is to hardwire yourself to the internet.
Okay, well when I can get here.
What do you need? You need
to do that, then I will.
You need to buy a line that goes from your modem.
Oh my Lord!
I'm telling you, dude.
My modem is upstairs. Ceilings and walls, and I got to get it down here somehow.
Right, so but you claim that your house has all those blue wires in the wall, right? With outlets in every room, right?
Nobody do.
Those are
apparently.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, pretty sure that if you take...
They got to be connected to something, though.
They're connected to each other. All they are is passive lines. All they're going to do is send, if you need to input from your modem to that plug in the wall, and then it's sending signal out to all the plugs in your house, and then you just need to tap into one of them with another wire and take that wire into your laptop.
Theory.
Is that what your house is wired for?
We will.
Yeah, and then but then you complain about your. This is a venting Tuesday, isn't it? I'm venting at you.
Yeah, I was gonna say Matt.
Learn how your house works, dude.
Oh my gosh, Matt has taken our theme of the day to a banging extreme about my technological prowess. Listen. Lyle's on a bender. I'm just happy that
get that intern on it. Tell him to make it work.
And that's what I was about to bring up. We are going to getting an intern, and actually, he's going to do an on-air interview. I realize I have no way for him. He'll have to listen through my headphones, I guess, while we interview him, because there is no way for him to hear you. So again, but he's a pretty smart little cookie. Hopefully, his name's Sammy, bright kid. He's in high school, and he absolutely loves the show. And him and his friends listen. So we're gonna. He's very interested. And I know there's so.
My first question is: does he know what the blue wires in your house do?
Oh my God. Let it go. How are you doing? Where are you at? You're out in the middle of nowhere, are you?
I am in Utah, where my son goes to school, and visiting my newest and only granddaughter. And so that's why we're out here.
Oh. Well, congratulations, Pops.
Yeah.
And now are you a papa?
I know, isn't it just crazy?
Peepaw.
You know,
can we call you Peepaw?
We haven't figured that one out just yet, just because we've got to figure out the the details. So here you go. Here's baby Penelope.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
congratulations to everybody, man. That's cool.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm actually thinking of going something with either from Portuguese, which would be vovó, or something in German, which would be opa.
I like the opa.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the first alternate language that I spoke. But my son also speaks Portuguese, so vovó has a little bit of nostalgia for both of us. So we'll see what happens.
That's a good one too, vovó. What's grandma in Portuguese then?
Oh gosh, Portuguese so vovó is sort of a it's a play on the right word. So
it's kind of like
here's the correct. So avó and avó is grandma and grandpa. So they're so similar that unless somebody really knows how to say them right, the poor little kid's just going to be calling both of us the same thing. So we'll see what happens.
Huh. Vovó and vová.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of I'm a little preferential to opa, but I don't know.
I do like the way vovó kind of rubbing off on me now.
But a little like vulva
or Volvo.
Yeah, just have him call you Volvo.
Yeah, because that's how you roll.
Because you're a racy grandpa. Yeah. But yet you've got style and class and very safe.
Yeah.
Well, he could just call me Dub Dad.
Oh, that one now.
Which one? I missed it.
Dub Dad.
Dub Dad.
Dub Dad, like VW Dad. Well, I already have Dubdad as my Instagram account.
Well, there you go. Oh,
hey,
what?
I got mine on.
I still don't have stickers, so
yeah. Well, I'm gonna send those in a nondescript envelope again.
I'll be
So
right
lame.
back.
Oh, hang on.
Now, Matt's going to get
Now we
represent his. So anyway, yeah, our is vented out. It's I wanted to do this last part, and I was do a precursor for either get your angst or shout out your joy or something, whatever it is, I hear from you, and I want to know. So make sure. What do you got? What? All right, Matt's grabbing his T-shirt for those of us who can't see. Nice. Very.
I work on these Scirocco's all the time.
Oh, yeah? The Scirocco is a very nice car.
The Scirocco. Do you remember... Kristian, do you remember when Scott Sipple had a Scirocco?
Oh, yeah. Yep. It was...
Anyway, so we took it to some guy to get a radio put in it. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, don't worry about this. I work on these Scirocco's all the time. Like, he didn't know how to say it right. And we're like, yeah, no, you don't. Anyway, one of those nerve-wracking moments.
It's funny. So the color on that shirt is the color of my second Scirocco. And it was Brazil brown, which is a copper, which was ugly as sin. Cool. When we first picked it up, it was like, I'm going to have to paint this thing. But after a couple months, it's just, I love that color. It was great.
It's a very rare color. And when you do it up right, it's very enviable because it's a rare color.
It like I said, and it grows on you. After a while, you're like, that's... Yeah. That penny color is really a nice, pretty nice color there. Yeah, and that poor car.
I always thought it was a very classy looking color on those cars. I don't know. It just it was almost like a sleeper color. It was those colors that Hey, is everybody still hearing the music? By the way, I give Lyle any more.
I can hear the music. Yes.
Beautiful. All right.
So, Kristian, do you also remember? Yeah. Do you also remember? I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was one of the Pacheco brothers that had the root beer brown BMW 2002 Ti.
I love those little cars. Those are great.
It had the wide body kit on it. It was like the dream. Was it Rick?
Yeah, I think it was Rick Pacheco. Yep.
But that was such a dream car.
Yeah, that was a. It was he had the full body. It would look like it was race ready. It was so cool.
I almost died in one of those, which was a really exciting story. But I still love those cars. On a hill in San Francisco, after getting a pizza in Potrero Hill, it was a friend of ours' car, and his little sister knew the trick to starting it, and we were borrowing it. My girlfriend at the time, myself, and then our friend's little sister, who was driving, went to go get some of the best pizza in the city on Potrero Hill Pizza. No, Goat Hill Pizza. Sorry, Goat Hill Pizza in San Francisco. And we're parked on a hill. And it was a little tricky to start, but what ended up happening was the brakes went out and the car wasn't going, and we were going backwards down the hill, a San Francisco hill. And then she calmly, through the whole thing, just kind of whipped it around a corner onto a little flat street, and it just kind of came to a stop with the little emergency brake action, and we all lived. And so everyone on the street is like going, what, ah, and just started it up and drove off. Anyway.
Yikes.
Great car. I love those things.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, well, now it's about his near-death experiences, and
That's only
I just that's only one.
I've almost died many a time.
Oh, I've got a bunch of them as well.
And most of them are foreign vehicles.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I've got some that aren't even vehicles.
Well, I got some that aren't vehicles either. I'm just saying most of them involve foreign vehicles. And a couple American cars too.
Mine and other things that might leads to someone else's rehab, so I'm not going to bother with it. But it is, Matt expressed earlier, vented out Tuesday, going to be vented out Thursday to start the week off. But today, Tuesday, it is the beginning of the week, and since the weekend, we're going to let you join in with us. And as you can see somewhere, it's supposed to let you guys show your chats on this. There it is. Messages from audience will display. All right. So feel free to join in and chat. We're just kind of giving, or, one of those things that grinds your gears. Let's get it out. Apparently with Matt, it's my lack of knowledge about I'm sorry, I got a text from our future intern who is in the middle of getting his glasses repaired. Yeah. So my lack of ability to figure out my internet connection, hardwire things in. I promise it's going to take a little.
That's pretty cool.
It'll be
I
the
hit
intern's
enter and
first
it popped
project.
up.
Matt's watching the show.
Yeah. So I can show you the live every time you freeze up. You're freezing again.
Oh, thank you. So, anyway, we got several different things annoying us lately. Again, Matt, with my lack of to net hardwired in, and then I've been really annoyed with this whole and I know we get so topical sometimes, but the main thing, it's really get on my nerves. I don't know about you guys, but
why?
Okay. One, did you hear about us to dump out over $1 million some odd dollars worth of this vaccination stuff because they found out that it has the possibility of having HIV in it, HIV-1, and yeah, it was. There's my wife were watching this report the other day, and yeah, they literally had to. I mean, they just showed and just trashing it all. It was. They have, and there's no way they'll confirm it, except for a few years or whenever it decides to show up. But it does strain of HIV in it, HIV-1. And had to just dump it out and get rid of it. It's just mind-blowing. And so many people had been in this vaccine already.
Yikes.
There's so many. Well,
no, I hadn't heard about this, and I'm looking at it right now. And
you're Googling it?
Yeah.
Using the Goog.
Returned false positive HIV tests.
Yeah.
And that's the vaccine developed by the University of Queensland. So it's not a vaccine we use.
But
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not afraid. I just signed up yesterday.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. Who gives a shit? Like, really, life's short. If something happens, and we'll know it here.
Right. And
I mean, as somebody who almost died from a vaccine reaction in my 30s, no, I'm not going through that again. That was freaking the scariest thing I've ever been through. It's like somebody literally pushing you underwater, and I was having a full anaphylaxis and just was suffocating, just sitting there. It was like being drowning with air all around you.
See, now that I can understand not wanting to get it, because I mean that makes sense. I would never say anything against that. I mean, that's a great reason not to. Me personally, I've never had a bad reaction, so I'm not getting that Australian one, so I've definitely been following the vaccinations that we give here in the US to see if there was anything I would be concerned about, but I haven't run across anything yet.
Now I know there's a lot of people have had negative reactions. Of course, there's also people that nothing actually. There's been a couple people that have died from the vaccination. I mean, no couple, but I know the reports of people dying from them. But these are also people that I think may have been far gone with the whole coronavirus thing as it is, as like a last ditch effort to see if it helps them. I did not get the full gambit on. I know it's been reported that people have died from them. So, and again, you've got to sit there, and unfortunately nowadays you have to take almost a whole day to research every possible news story, one certain thing, because it's reported 12 different ways. So it's very frustrating.
The anaphylaxis is rare and occurs approximately 2 to 5 people per million, which is a lot less than people who are like, well, I don't need no vaccine because it's only a 2% death rate. I can survive that. I think you could survive even 2 and 5 in a million is a much smaller percentage. So I'm sure you're going to survive. But then they also
say coronavirus.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
I mean,
but what I'm saying is,
I got you.
The chance of dying from the vaccine is way less than dying from COVID.
Well, so they say.
Or so they say. I mean, I
mean, we're still finding out.
Well, yeah.
Right. So
I mean, like I said, I'm willing to be a guinea pig on that.
Well, that's good.
So Brian, who has had problems with vaccine, doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And after you see I'm alive for another couple of years, Brian,
and I'm dead,
I still won't risk it.
And that's
and then then they've got the whole half of it's real, half of it's placebo. Like I said, there's so many damn games being played, and you don't know who to trust. It's like I'm cool. I'm going to
stick with the CDC on this.
Yeah, well, for one, the vaccinations aren't FDA approved. Did you know that?
No, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Nope, they're not. They're only on emergency status. There's an Instagram guy that interviewed Fauci, and he openly admitted it. Like this is like a week and a half ago.
They're not approved. They're what are they calling it? A different level of
emergency status.
Yeah,
it's an emergency status.
But if you die from COVID or the vaccine, your insurance won't cover anything, and you don't get your death insurance benefits.
But if you die of COVID itself, you don't get anything either, right?
I don't know.
We heard. That's what I've heard.
So it doesn't really matter. Quite honestly, whatever. Life's short.
Yeah, I mean,
don't be a wuss. Except for you, Brian. I
Of course.
understand your wussy attitude towards it. You don't want to die.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Wow. Listen, mister, I'm going to drive my Scirocco into a cliff.
It doesn't drive.
Or is it? Well, we can push it.
Yeah, I know.
It could fall in front of a train, and then it'd probably just, the train would stop in time, and you'd be like, "What, dude?"
No, because the engineer would be like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen one of those in years." And anyway, Mr. Frozen Man.
I traveled back with 88.5 miles an hour. Or wait, what is? I'm back.
Hardwired, baby. Hardwired.
Yeah, where's that intern? Get him in on it. Like, get him going on that.
I know. I'm a horrible person. All right. So Matt, now, okay, you're just pissed off at me and the internet. So,
yeah, not you. Well, I'm pissed off at your internet. Is what I'm pissed off at.
And my lack of ability for being able to wire.
Brian, I'm annoyed with you.
Well, welcome to my world, because pretty much that's everybody who meets me for 5 minutes.
Oh, hang on. That's a dedication for Kristian. Okay. Except for Kristian isn't totally wired.
I'm wired. And yeah, all right. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun. So Brian,
yeah,
what's grinding your gears, or what are you relating about?
Well, okay, grinding my gears. Obviously I drove from Colorado to Utah, and I'm pulling a little trailer because I'm picking up I've got a trailer in a trailer now, but I'm picking up a really cool one-wheel vintage trailer for my Bug. If you've never seen one, just look one up. They're just the coolest thing ever. Anyway, so I'm driving my trailer out. It's empty because I'm picking it up here. And I get to, there's a section that's just kind of 2-lane road. And the passing lane is ending. And there's 2 cars that have been just sort of kind of dogging me, speed-wise. So they're kind of like right next to me. And the lane is ending. Literally ending down into a 2-lane road with semis coming the other direction. And I'm like, why do I have to be the one that has to drive into the dirt on the side to save my soul, from this idiot? And so I'm thinking to myself, why is this guy just not, all he had to do is go about 2 miles an hour faster to pass me so that we all just kind of merge nicely. But instead, he has to get all the way next to me, and both of the little divided, dotted line disappears, and we're both in that little no man's land, and he's literally right next to me, and I'm like, and I'm honking my horn at him, and he's just oblivious to the whole thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, and then the guy that was kind of on his tail decides that, okay, I don't like what's happening, so he backs off nicely, at least allows me to kind of put my brakes on and merge back in, and I'm like, is this even real? I mean, do people even have like an awareness of what's going on when they're driving? And so I have a whole bunch of little driving, annoyances just because I put so many miles on my cars and I drive everywhere, and, I go up snowboarding and, all this kind of stuff. And it's just, anyway, it was just one of those recent ones where I'm like, now that one sucks because I hate it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. To give credit to the guy that was following y'all. I think I'll let these guys die and then I'll pass them. It's
right. Well, I mean, but the funny thing is that until the lane was almost gone, the guy that had been behind the dork next to me, he was actually on his tail. So it was like all 3 of us were going to have this little convergence with the only thing separating us was, desert dirt on the little mini shoulder on the side, and the cars coming up the other direction. I was like, okay, and of course my wife's like ticked off at me, and she's like, "Don't drive mad," and I'm like, hey, I am not whatever. I am not Punxsutawney Phil. Don't drive angry.
Don't drive angry. Oh, I got my angry eyes on.
Right. Well, I mean, you remember that from Groundhog Day, right? Where driving the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so and I'm like, honey, I go, you do realize that the alternative is for me to put my brakes on and hopefully both cars pass me in enough time to not drive over in the soft dirt sand on the side. And I'm like, I'm just trying to wake the guy up to realize what he's doing. It was like he had no clue and was not like understanding. Anyway, so that kind of grinded my gears. But like I said, I did include, I was super excited to get my little one-wheel trailer, though. I was super excited about that.
Is it one of these Allstate Sears ones that I've seen?
I actually don't think it's I don't think it's an actual Allstate one. It's a different brand, but it's very much like those.
But it's got that cool
like caster style single wheel in the middle.
Yeah, I've seen a guy out here in the Kansas City that's got something very similar.
That's so cool looking, man.
Dude,
good luck backing that up though, but
actually, well, I think it'd be easy.
So no. So the way they attach is you actually they don't attach to a trailer hitch. They actually have a double hook that goes onto your bumper mounts, and so it's actually a fixed trailer. And the reason it's a one wheel is that it's like having a truck bed. When you back up, it goes wherever the car does, and the single wheel is a center mounted caster.
Oh, okay. So there's no pivot point. Oh yeah. That's so cool looking, man. That's gonna be so cool. And that picture that you sent us on
the chat.
On the chat in the snow, that is so cool looking. But I ran that through Lightroom, and I wanted to ask you if you didn't mind if I did that, and I was going to send it back to us eventually.
Oh, please, I would love whatever you can do to it.
It's just a little tweak, nothing. I mean, it was on my phone. I didn't. If I had my laptop, I'd be able to get a little more in depth on it. But
try it. I mean, whatever you can do. It's actually probably my current favorite picture, other than my whatever you want to call it, the picture I took when I was driving back home from one of the VW shows, and ended up going through Leadville during mega fall season. So I have this. I took my GoPro out, strapped it to my rear bumper, and faced it forward, and just started taking pictures and video. And there's this one picture of me driving up the pass. There's a million color, like fall color aspens on the side, and this picture's up the side of my Bug, and of course it's on the side with the sticker fender and the reflective domed wheel, from the original, whatever. And
and it's just a little tweak, just to kind of get that little Bug to pop a little.
Yeah, please do. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that was nice.
That was just.
By the way, speaking of foul weather,
I love that. It's a great shot.
No, it is. That is a killer shot, Matt. That's I really like that.
Thanks to Adobe's Lightroom. Please give me a year.
Now I'm dying to see it. I need to send you my email so you can send it to me in like full res.
Yeah.
I just sent it on the
chat?
on the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And like I said, I can do more with it, and that's just on my phone with the Lightroom. And man, what a great program! I really dig that program.
Yeah.
What is that program again?
More tech
Lightroom.
Like
From Adobe.
Lightroom by Adobe. So Adobe we're pushing you out there. So now you
And I love your
So
product,
sponsor,
Toby.
so sponsor the show.
You and Canon,
That's right.
boy, I love
Kinda
Canon
like
cameras.
chicken
I
poop,
could sure use some new lenses.
free range chicken poop. I just put some on my lips and I feel fantastic. Nah, I could talk for days and have supple lips.
Sweet, sweet, supple
So,
lips.
Oh well, it's just weird at that
Well,
point, I
your
guess.
wife's sick, so you got no kisses coming for you, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, her back is I don't know, she did something to it, and so we're taking all options, and she's kind of knocked out right now, chilling out. So that's the best thing really we can do for her right now. So God bless her. She's in a lot of pain, but she's like, no, go do the show. Go. I'll be here. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll be dead a week, but you'll be doing your show. Oh, I hope you enjoy yourself. Yeah.
So my poor wife's going insane. She's been like 5 weeks now.
Oh yeah, that's
recovering.
right. Goodness. But she's she's able to get up and do a lot more now, isn't she?
Yeah, like we've been walking a couple times a day, about up to a mile.
Right on.
Got a little.
So
thing
what's
couple
making
times a
her
day.
chain? Being locked up?
Well, yeah, because when she sits, she can't sit straight up for more than 15 minutes at a time. Well, now it's until she's uncomfortable.
Would be annoying.
So she has to sit up at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And so, yeah, she's really would like to get back to work.
Well, speaking of getting back to work, now let's change gears for a minute here. How now, Matt? I know you've got a little photography side hustle thing. Brian, besides your Volkswagens, what other little projects that do you do to kind of bring in some extra cash? I mean, let me just ask you this. Do you have multiple things that you're doing on the side, or do you just,
No, I mean, it kind of, a lot of it centers around, kind of the whole Volkswagen thing. So I buy and sell accessories, for that. I'm, obviously I have the other options of other cars, and that seems to be growing with some different opportunities. So there's that. And then, whatever, I do my thing.
right? It's like, I've got my main job, but then I'm doing the voice, and that's actually starting to really pick up now that I've invested a little more time and energy into it. And oh, wait a minute, hold on. Aha, the intern's on his way. He should be here shortly. He said that lady took way too long. Anyway, so yeah, but I know there's a lot of people. Maddie's photos right there.
I was trying to just show just the because I'm no longer on Facebook.
Oh well, then just
that's everything. Well, but the photos by Maddie page is still up because my wife is a admin on that. I deleted my account. I fully deleted my Facebook account. I'm done.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah,
well,
I'm so over Facebook.
The old F and
so Matt, what is your Instagram again? It's Maddie's Photography.
It's Maddie's Photos. MATTESPHOTOS. Maddie's Photos.
Okay, sorry.
Isn't there
my portfolio's got way more stuff on it. Here, I'll
no. So you said,
I'll send it.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just
There you go.
I sort of I found it. I was
Yeah,
following you with my VW account. Now I'm following you with my personal account as well.
Okay.
So
yeah, and I
I
said,
just
I
made
saw
it
my
so that you've got equal number of posts to followers.
yeah. Ooh, that means I got to post something else.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Every time you put
we've actually gained some more subscribers. Our YouTube page has been blowing up, and I want to thank everybody who's been checking us out. Make sure to click the like button, click the subscribe button, so every time we go on, which is going to be a whole lot more. I was going to wait till the intern got here, but he, like Lyle, decides to show up whenever he wants. So,
well, you don't pay him, so I mean,
I know, right?
too much like Lyle.
right.
We are going to start doing random things around here. I'm actually working on getting some T-shirts made with the new hat. It doesn't look like an Easter anymore.
Now it's just a red or a green splotch.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that drawing kicks ass.
Well, all right. Well, maybe eventually, but this cost-wise and graphically works a whole lot better when you're trying to get something printed. So,
always cheaping out, man.
Well, when it's coming out of my pocket, it's so now we don't get paid for this. But anyway, so I'm getting some stickers and T-shirts made. We're actually going to go and I'm going to actually hopefully go out, and what we're going to do is we're going to start a thing called Trade Up. And what it is we're going to trade out shirts or stickers for something that somebody, they have a nice coat or something, and then we're going to take it to homeless shelters and give what with shelters, even if it's just food or something, and then I'm trying to get someone to help sponsor with it. So we throw out there as well. And we're going to be doing some of those stunts. Remember the I've mentioned it before, the convenience store, things like that. We are going to try and do some of that with me, the intern here. We're gonna be experiment, but I'm gonna be doing a little more random showing. Basically, Tuesday is going to be our main show, and then throughout the week we're gonna.
Tuesday's gonna be our what? You kind of glitched.
I'm sorry, it's my internet sucks.
But Tuesday is what? Gonna be what?
Tuesday is going to be basic show.
Okay.
Because that's what really works for all three of us. But then I'm going to try little pop-ins here and there, Maiden's Day, wherever I can get a little extra pop-in, pop-out kind of thing, and do some stuff out on the streets. And like I said, this straight up trade up thing.
That's pretty cool. I like
that. I've talked to a few people already about it. Still ironing some. It's kind of hard. Their schedule, my schedule, and life in between. So yeah. But anyway, so it's just one thing after another. So anyway, just wanted to pump that along there, and so.
Cool.
And I'm just hopefully not being a dreamer.
And
like
I
the song
want to say, not being a dreamer. Oh.
But I got the music fixed. Well, Lyle got the music fixed. So anyway, just very happy about that. So.
Oh no, I interrupted you, and I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I honestly am a little bit. I shouldn't interrupt you so much.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
You can always dream, though, huh?
Yes, I can. because I'm a dreamer.
What I was going to say, though, is on my Instagram, on my About page, I should have a link to my actual portfolio page, which I do need to update some more, but there's a lot of more photos on my portfolio page that aren't in my Instagram stream. I try to keep the Instagram somewhat new when I do it, whether I'm working on something or just made new prints or something of a photo. But the portfolio actually has a bunch of stuff.
Beautiful. So, where you know, let's just throw this out there. Where do we get inspiration from? Where do you get inspiration to do the things that you do?
From the universe, man.
Oh my gosh, such an easy. All right.
I would say some of it's from the, sense of duty and obligation to my family. That they need me to bring in an income to help support them. Some of it's also, clearly just a passion because I love I love cars, and so being able to do something with automobilios is always fun, and and also allows me to be a little more nomadic, like I like to be, and not tied to a 8-9 hour a day office job.
Right.
That's what I love about the photography is take my phone's a camera, or I take a camera somewhere and you see art somewhere and you capture it.
Yeah. That's
the beauty all around us.
I know some people
is what inspires
some people
me.
say photography is like a cop-out artistry because really the artist, but you know what, it takes the artist's eye to actually capture something and capture it a certain way.
I mean, yeah.
I hate people that's I hate people that do photography's not really an art, it's just pointing a camera and taking a picture.
I wish, man. How successful I'd be if that was the case, because I could have billions of pictures.
Yeah, I mean, right, and that's what I'm saying. They have to be able to find a certain spot, and we friends that we know that are actually photographers. There's we got Dave Nelson, Walker, Matt Ruth Walker, Rob Brodman, all these photographers, and they put in hours and time. I mean, it takes a lot of work. Matt does a lot of nature photography, and he goes hiking forever and gets some amazing shots out of Yosemite.
Well, and not only that, he probably takes thousands of shots to get a handful of great ones, and that that's what I love about digital is you can't. I know from following Matt Walker,
he does a lot of research also to know, times of year, times of day, seasonal things, all that kind of stuff. And he just goes out and he makes sure he's there, when those moments happen. I don't know if you've ever, I follow the guy on Facebook, but I can't remember his name now, but he's kind of an outdoor photographer. He does a lot of, he does a lot of surf video type footage. So he's the guy that went up and watched guys, filmed guys surfing up in Alaska in the icy waters and all that stuff. And he just posted that, he's been to Iceland like 50 times or 40 something times. And he's like, you get a lot of really good pictures. He says, but I was there when the volcano went off, and I have all these pictures. And he took all these just insane pictures of Iceland during the most recent volcano eruption that was an 800-year, overdue, so to speak, eruption. And it's just really cool when you see people who, like you say, you have to put in the time and effort, and like you say, 1,000 pictures to get a handful that work.
Yeah, I've got maps, charts on like where the sun sets, sunrise, throughout the year, like all kinds of stuff, and
like I said, so many people. Oh, it's just putting camera. No, there is a lot of work into actually doing a full on. Even just the models and stuff. They're going at all sorts of different angles. They're using different screens, different lighting.
And that's it. You gotta know how to do. I prefer natural lighting because it's just there and that you don't have to think about it.
Right.
But like when I do my still photography inside this room, like I've learned so much about lighting that is insane. Like, and the people that it takes me forever to set up lights. And you watch the guys that just go, oh, you need one here, and one here, and then you have a card over here and a card over here, and done. And you're like, ah! But that's practice. I mean, that's really with anything though. You've got to stick to it. You got to be afraid. You can't be afraid to fail. And so, why are you still texting me? No. Anyway, hey guys. Here.
Oh,
guys. Sammy, Matt.
Hey, Sammy.
You know me.
Yeah.
So Sammy's here because he's going to be involved in the show. And can you hear these guys through this? Okay. So anyway, let me
tell him what his first assignment is about getting you hardwired to the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Figure out. Tell them you got wires, the blue wires in your house, and what do they do?
Okay, so yeah, we're kind of doing an on-air interview with Sammy here. And okay, and so Sammy, very bright. I think he fits in very well with the show. But you guys are also here, part of the interview. I keep pulling myself out of camera view. What? No, you're fine. There's no relation at all. Trust me, I've done it, and I've made myself throw up. So, anyway,
And he's got ones that linger, from what I hear.
Oh gosh.
Okay. So,
do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? I
okay, now I got to put on cranberries. Yeah. So now, do we have questions for Sammy? Because we're gonna give Sammy a link so he can stream in. And Sammy, one of the things we're gonna have you do as kind of an intern, because anyway, so we're all technically interns. I'm going to have you go out
promised money
and talk with people. Okay? So you'll be like our man on the streets. Are you cool with that?
Oh, that's fun.
I mean, you're a very approachable dude, and yes, we've explored that.
So I mean, do you have like a laptop, not laptop, but like a iPad or something that he can stream, do this restream with?
Yeah,
because it doesn't like our phones.
Yeah,
because then then you can go out and be with your own camera. Basically, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and so anyway, so that's kind of our whole kind of gig here. But either way, every week we'd like you to be on the show. And Matt wants coffee, but Matt's in California, so it will be quite a trek.
Empty.
3 to 5 business days. We're shipping it out.
It'll be cold when it gets there, but it'll get there.
You'll have to microwave it, but anyway. So
I'll forget it then. I'll just go to my kitchen.
Yeah, well, yeah. Take 10 steps and get some hot coffee instead of waiting 3 to 5 days. It's a novel. Yeah. All right. So anyway, any other questions? How technically advanced are you?
Now,
well, right there, you've answered the question that you're far more technically and logically advanced than I am.
Recently,
about Wi-Fi.
We opened up the phone lines and let listeners call in and pitch their business.
What does he know about local area networks?
easier to understand than others.
Okay, I know.
CBD
Brian,
Show 'em
I know you're
those-
very
Show them the blue
I know
lines you
you were
got
very
hanging
smart.
This is Matt.
in your unfinished in your unfinished basement there. Show them all that dangly blue stuff and tell them make it work, make you better.
Okay, so
So as far as we can tell, is
'Cause
that
you're-
he has the connections for a Cat 5 cable, and we're saying take a cable directly from your router that comes in from the street and plug it directly into your system downstairs. Boom, hardwired, no Wi-Fi lag, all that stuff.
None of this. Like, I mean, he is frozen so much this episode. You're frozen right now.
I'm not paying attention to you right now. That's why.
No, you're frozen. I mean, you're not animated, but Sammy wasn't animated either.
That's their signal. Full bars, right? Look at me. I'm right here. Exactly.
Where's your main power source?
I'm under that I have hardwired into the computer. Okay, we've been explaining to him.
Yeah, you've been through this.
Um,
Sammy, make it better.
it makes
That's all I'm saying.
okay. So Sammy says he's going to do his best and to get off my ass. So
There
So-
will be a test.
And I've
Yeah.
only got one other thing. Convince Chris to use the cool drawing as the logo.
Oh yes, the drawing his daughter made.
2-1 already.
Agreed.
Make it 3-1.
that's Isabel. Yeah, I
Versus,
know.
versus
right?
the egg.
The
But
It's
stickers
graphic-
and stuff, and
You know.
and
Well,
t-shirts.
did you see my logo?
the
That
one on your face.
no, my face looks like a splat. Oh, that's gross.
Oh, I thought that was a drawing of your face, dude.
What
Oh.
that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. See, he said that's awesome.
He's
as well.
just saying that because he's right there.
Well, pretty much. He's in the same room with me, and there's no ventilation. I could fart at any time.
That's right.
So-
No, that's the best logo I've ever seen, man.
I listen. I've had gas hang out car for 10 hours, so trust me. We don't want that to happen.
God.
We've already had that discussion on the show, so we're not going to bring it back up again. Anyway, well, guess what, guys? We've got an intern, and another addition to the show. So, Sammy, welcome.
Whoa.
Congratulations, you passed the test, and you're doing far better than Lyle has. So Lyle's the producer that's passing her out there. He's a weird little French man that's been with me for years, and so anyway, you hear that, Lyle? You've been replaced. Anyway,
You got to wake him up from his
So-
drunken stupor to
No.
let him know.
I know I love Lyle.
Dude,
though,
what
so.
now?
I know what, man. What are you talking about?
I'm not even on the clock, man.
I
Sorry.
know, right? Well, unfortunately, our time has right as our new intern and addition to the show arrives, but and it only cut short because apparently my daughter's after school program ended at 5, not 5:30. So. So, due to technicalities beyond our control, we're gonna have to cut things a little short, and especially because we're gonna have to rewire everything to please Matt, even though changing logos doesn't seem to help Matt either. So,
All right. I'll let the logos go as long as you're not
As
chopping.
long as you stop freezing.
Yeah.
okay.
How's that? I'll drop the logos for now. And then I'll bring them back up once you stop freezing.
Things that Matt
Like that.
yeah. Well, and so anyway, on that, we've basically talked about really nothing, everything all at the same time, which is awesome. It's what we do, and we need everybody to join it. Buttons, join the chat, subscribe, so that way you know when we're going on, and I'll freeze up, and everybody else will talk, and we'll all get it figured out. See, because I'm pretty So anyway, we welcome Sammy, and we're gonna say goodbye to everyone because
Adios.
my kids are standing in the rain. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're Wednesday, I'd like to give it another shot. But I know, Matt, that's hard for you. So we'll see. And Brian, I know you're traveling and running around. So or is Brian froze up? I can't tell.
I am not froze up. I'm just sitting here.
You just scared the pee out of me. For God's sakes. I gotta change my yeah, and and I did start the list of impressions that I do, so I will get those to you here shortly, and then we're going to do that show where basically you impression while I'm talking and while we're discussing, and I have to switch to that voice. So here's like talking like Homer Simpson. That's switching over to Billy Clinton. Just you call the name. Cool.
All right, sounds good.
Do you do Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob?
Oh, I will have to listen to the voice and see if I can pull it off. I don't know. Yeah, it was more Popeye than anything. Which I can do an awesome Popeye. He is. Mr. Krabs is kind of sounds like Popeye in a way, doesn't he?
Well, he's a crusty kind of guy.
Yeah. And on that note, I think I guess that we just say adios or adieu, as we'll say. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you everybody for tuning in and checking us out. We'll be back Thursday one way or another. And I got to figure out a way to get you into the soundboard when you're in. So, because I've only got one headphone jack, so I need a splitter. Yeah, see localities that
more wires. Can you handle that, Chris?
Oh God, here we go. All right, so anyway, Star, love you, Matt. Gotta go. All right, and Brian, thank you so much for tuning in. Go enjoy that grandbaby, my man, and we will talk to you hope day.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you later. And for the rest of you, thank you again. Say hello to Sammy Joe, and we will talk to everybody Thursday or maybe even sooner. Like I said, we're going to start doing pop-ins. So get ready for that, kids. Yeah. All right. In the meantime, peace. Be good. Take care of each other. We're all we've got, and we'll see you later.